to, I did a little live earlier talking about our entry onto the property, and it was midday. I probably shouldn't have done it. And I made mention on Facebook and a couple other places that I was going to do another live and talk about the excitement we had getting onto the property, and also do a little tour of what happened today, and after our excitement yesterday or this morning, what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm going to give it a second and see if anybody pops on. If somebody pops on, then we'll do a live. And if nobody pops on, I'm not going to worry about doing a live. All right, anybody there yet? Not yet. Hang on, I got one more thing I'm going to try and do here. Do that. Oh, one person popped in, so if we even have a couple people popping in, I'll walk up there and we'll do the live. So earlier, we moved onto the property after working on this chunk of land. Well, we were gone, but we had work being done to it since September when we purchased it. And we wanted to move the RV up here. So hopefully you've seen those videos. I've done some videos on the RV property, part 1, 2, 3, and 4, showing the progress. And then Diane and I left Arizona, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 days ago. And we hung out at a campground about 10 miles or so from the property, and we've been coming up here and painting inside the casita. And we did 2 days of primer and then the day of paint. And then we decided to bring the RV out here today. When we did, I knew it was going to be tight coming in, but I didn't have any idea it was going to be as tight as it was. So when we pulled in, we were out here. We had to meet a guy out here, a concrete guy, to get a bid. We came out here like at 8:30. And we go up here into the road. I'm walking up to the road right now, so I got the sun behind me. So we drove in, and I'll show you what we did. Now, we've been on the road for 11 and a half years, and we have camped at over 450 different locations. And Diane and I tried to think of anything we've had more pucker than we had this morning. I first said, I'm going to put this in our top 3. By the way, all this behind us now is our property. I said that this was in our top 3 of pucker moments since we've been on the road as far as getting into a site. And we finally decided that this was probably number 1. So, but I'm going to go up here and show you what we had going on. I'm going to spin the camera around so you don't see her look at me. We have a load of gravel right here. I'll tell you why here in a second. But let me spin you around and show you what we had going on. Try and follow this story. Okay, here we go. I'm going to spin you around. Here we go, there you go. So here is the road we came up. This comes up to our property. This is a dead-end road. There's about 10 houses, I suppose, on this property. It winds through the trees, no big deal. It's not an issue with our rig at all, any size rig. And here we go. So this is what we look at when we come up. Now right up here is the entrance where that gravel is. That's the entrance to our property. It's actually a horseshoe driveway. It goes 400 foot around and comes out over there. So I came in, took the corner wide, came way out here, right? No big deal. And took it up here as far as I could and started cranking in. Well, here's what I had to deal with. It's really, I thought, plenty of room. I knew that oak tree might be an issue last year when we were here, but I said, let's just leave it and see what happens when we come in. So it may not look like it in this video, I'm sure it doesn't, but it's high over there and it's lower over here. And then we have that power pole, right? But again, we made plenty of room for the gate. We put the gates in last year, plenty of room to make it around. So I came way out here, took the front end way over here, typical RV stuff, right? So you can see where I came with the front tires and the back tires of the truck. See those marks? That's where I came. And you can see here, I took it as far as I could, close as I could to the gate, and it wasn't a big deal. And you can see right there what I did too. Now I'm going to come over here and show you this again, how close we came to this tree. So the problem was that this section over here is sloped down. So once we started coming in, you can see the tire tracks, and we've all made turns that close, right? The problem came because of this slope right here, slope this direction. When I hit this spot, you can see how far I was from the post, but as you went up here, the coach slanted, right? It tilted that way. So when we got up here at the top of the coach, I kid you not, it was probably, I don't know, 5 inches up at the top, 5 inches away from the side of the coach. And that's not real solid, and I still had to make it down around there. So about then I stopped down there with the cab. In fact, the back of the truck was at that tree right there. That's where the tires were. And I grabbed every piece of wood and every piece of leveling material that I had, and I put it underneath the tires so that when I inched forward, it made this side come up and took the side of the RV away from that power pole. But it was still so close. But then by doing that, now I'm gonna go a little bit further. So you knew this side here was really a hassle, right? So let's go up here. I'll continue on. So as I was inching forward, and after blocking the driver's side of the coach, I was already at a pretty good angle. You can see where the truck went. And the cap of the rig, see that right there? We took that branch off right there. The cap was about ready to hit that notch on that tree, that part of that trunk on that tree. But shoot, now we're puckering, going, how the heck can we get around that? I got pictures of that. I put them on Facebook. People see it. But luckily, check this out. Luckily, the rear wheel went up on the trunk of this tree right there. See that? The tires, the back tire went up on that trunk, which again pushed the coach back this way, which allowed the cap to clear that nubbin right there. Oh my God. So again, we're still in, this is a half hour into it by now, between blocking that, getting all puckered. I tried to back out. I was going to back out and go back and go up the road and go in the other entrance, but I couldn't back out. And as soon as I spun the tires, I said, oh my God, if I spin the tires and move the truck and slide into that pole, I'm in a pucker world. Or if I hit that. So I just said, we're not going to back out. We only had one option, was go forward. So I kept blocking. So I'd move forward. I'd move blocks from the back of the tires and move them into the front of the tires until we cleared that stupid post. So the gravel there, before I go show you what else we did today, the gravel is because this is not going to happen again. So here's the deal. We're going to have friends come here. So even us, if we take off this summer for a week or two and go somewhere and come back, this is my entrance. I'll show you how we go up to our site. I'm not going to deal with that again. And our friends that come here, this is their exit, right? It's easy to get through, and I'll show you their pad we had worked on today. But we're not going to have friends come here and have to deal with that slope and deal with all this. So let me spin you around. We're going to show you what we're going to do at this end, and then we'll go show you that RV side up there. So let me spin you around and show you what we have going on tomorrow, right? Okay, so we got our first load of gravel here right now. So tomorrow morning he's going to bring a load of shale out, and we're going to put shale all in here. We're going to dig out some of this dirt right here, dig it out just a tad bit, and we're going to bring shale in, and we're going to put shale all in there, and then we're going to put gravel on it. So this is going to get brought up to, I don't know if you can even tell, but probably about to here, right? We're going to bring it up about that high with shale, and then put gravel on top of it. So there will be no more tilting, no more tilting. And then, to make this even better, is tomorrow he's going to bring his backhoe up here, which is up there, his excavator. Going to put a bucket on that thing, and he's going to cut that tree and fall the tree out that direction. And that'll open this up. And then he's going to dig down and push that stump out. So then what's going to happen is he's going to put some shale and some rock here to make this wider. And then that way I can make a wider turn. I can come out wider with the truck. I can go straight over where that tree is instead of trying to miss that tree, which will make the entrance to this property easier. I mean, it'll make it, actually, let's make it easy. It won't be an issue at all. I knew last summer I should have taken that tree out. And then what happens, so up there is where our guest will park. I'll show you that in a minute. And then what will happen, he will continue on with shale, right? And rock over that tree. So now when you pull in off the road, you can stay wider and miss all this stuff, and then that'll be built up and make it easier too. And then this will all be where people can drive. Then when people leave, they can go up this way, right? And then they can make a wider turn out and not worry about that tree and turn back on the road and leave. So that'll make it so much easier. Now let me show you what else we did today. Let me try and walk up here. Try and keep you from not being in the direct sun. So you'll notice that the excavator is still sitting over there. So he comes tomorrow. And I'll also show you what else he's going to do tomorrow for the patio. So he has that. And then he's going to come and start working on that. Now today, here's what we did. This was all dirt this morning, just dirt. So we had him bring the excavator in. He drug all this out. He leveled it up here. Here's for our guests. So now when our guests come in, they will come in the other entrance way over there. They'll make this loop around, right? Easy, no worries. You can see our fifth wheel up there now. Make this loop around. They will come up here and they will continue on. They will just nose right up there, basically where that gravel's sitting. And then they will have a straight shot right up here. And they'll back up here. And when they get right there, this is our pump house we have to paint yet. They have a little jaunt to the right. Easy, easy. And this is on driver's side, so you can see it. And then look what we did, all level. So right where I'm standing now, to the back of that gravel is like 42 feet. So the largest of rigs can make it in here, no problem whatsoever. And then we had him put some gravel here, so when people come out of their RV to walk up and visit on the patio, do whatever, they can walk on the gravel, no dirt. Don't pay attention to this other stuff because we got a lot of work to do up here. Don't even talk about it. There'll be more talk. That post will be gone. That's where we have our 50 amp right there, right? And that leads up to the patio. That little building there is our hot water heater. And then here is, well, right on that post will be water for our guests. And we're getting water off that right now as well. And then over here underneath the panel, that little box you see, that is the power, 50 amp power for our guests. So there you go. And then that'll be painted. That's our well house. That'll be painted. So that's what happened today. And then tomorrow at 8 something, 8:30, I have a concrete guy coming out, and you can kind of see the markings. This is going to be our patio, basically. And also tomorrow morning, he's going to take the excavator while he's here, and he's going to scratch out 4 inches so we can do our patio. And you can see what we have going on, right? Again, don't judge it right now. We have so much to do. It's just almost overwhelming, but it's going to happen. So all this where you see the markings will be our patio. It'll be kind of straight off of that sidewalk until it comes to here. And then this will be a lazy arch around to here. We'll probably always park the RV in the same spot or back maybe another foot. And then that way we can come down our steps and walk around to concrete. And then this will be all patio. And then there's our French doors. I'm not going to show you inside today. But the French doors will open up, right? And we have access to the casita when guests are coming. And that's all epoxy floored. We're going to put the screen doors on there so that we open it up. We have screen, keep bugs out if we want to play games or whatever. Now, I don't know who's on here because I can't see if nobody's tried to chat on here, so that's okay. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Somebody might be here that is planning to come and stay on the property with us. I know we have 4 sets of friends that are planning to come stay here. So let me show you your entrance, give you peace of mind that you won't go through what we went through. And so anyway, when I came in, once I got through that gate, it was a piece of cake. I just drove right up around here, and I nosed the truck into that dead stump up there, basically, and then backed into our site. This week, there's water in that right here is water. So I just need to cut that off and put a spigot right there. And then we have our septic right there. And our drain field is out over the hill. So that's that. We have plenty of room around the coach, right? Okay. Now I'm going to go show you the entrance. So is the chat working on here? I don't know if I have to do something to allow people to write a message. I don't know how to do that. So if you're trying to write a message and I don't see it, I apologize. Okay, I'm going to walk up. So remember, this is where the guests will come in, and this is the way we will depart come wintertime or whenever we leave with the coach. Right up around here. I think eventually I'm going to push that out and widen this corner, but look how wide it is up here. This is a nice section, nice and wide. All the trees have been limbed up. There's no trees to worry about hitting. All the trees over by the guest parking has been limbed. We actually had an arborist go up in that tree 80 feet and take anything dead out of that tree. So when guests came, or any time, nobody, should be working. Oh, hey, thanks for popping in. He went up in the tree 80 foot and took all the dead stuff out. So when people are here visiting, no worries about anything falling out of trees or whatever. We want to make sure we're safe and everybody's safe. Look how wide this is. So when people come in and when we leave, plenty, nice and level, no slopes to worry about and cause anybody any grief. So here you go. I'll point you down the road first. You will not go down that way. And because that's a dead end down a little cul-de-sac. You don't want to go down there and try and turn around. Now I'm going to walk up the road. Just up past this turn is the entrance we just showed you. Now let me turn around and show you this here. You can't even see us up in there, so this is our privacy, right? This is from the road. You can't even see our coach up there, really, so very private. Okay, now I'm going to turn around. This is where our guests will come in. They'll come in here. You got plenty of room to come down here. Nothing to worry about tail swing at all. And they're just going to wheel right in here and drive around where I showed you. How's that look? Okay, that's it. So the excavator's just left. When he came out here today, his only plan was to do the RV pad. That was his only plan today. After my little ordeal this morning getting in, we asked him if he had time to do that too, which he's going to do tomorrow. And we asked him if he could scratch that area out for a patio. A concrete guy comes out, he's going to have to hire somebody to come out and do it, and that just costs more. Being the excavator's here, why not? So, it's been a long day. What time is it? 5:40. We got no painting done. Didn't make any runs to storage. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to paint the 2 remaining walls inside the casita, and that's it for that. And then we are going to run to storage and get my racking for our shed, so we can start putting stuff on racking. And then the excavator is going to be out here, or at 8:30 tomorrow. I have the concrete guy, and then we're going to move on from there. Okay. All right, people are dropping off. That means I've done a long enough live. How long? Dang, Dana, 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching this live anyway. I really do. And hopefully a couple of you that are out there are somebody's going to come by and visit us this summer or next summer or whatever while we're here. Okay. That's it. Whoever's watching, the Gnome on Tour. Perfect. Great video. Hey, I appreciate you coming in and watching. I really do. Lives aren't something that we're known for or do very often, but I thought it'd be fun to show you around. Thanks again for everybody that watched this during the live or picked up and watched it after it was just on YouTube. I appreciate all of you. I'm going to go in, change clothes, get Diane. We're going to go in town and have some dinner. And then we are actually going to spend our very first night on this property. We have not spent a night on this property since we bought it. It's going to be fun. We're going to enjoy it. All right. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you.